Halloween may have been over a month ago, but paranormal events are not limited to the month of October or full moons.
With popular shows like Ghost Hunters and Paranormal State hitting the airwaves, people have started to think differently about ghosts. They got us thinking, what type of paranormal activity is there here at Mississippi State? We sent out a team to see what there is out there, and what they found might surprise you.
Mississippi State students have always wondered if any of the buildings on campus were haunted. There are many stories and legends about hauntings on this campus, but are any of them true? We wanted to find out, so we went around asking people what they have heard about hauntings and if they had seen anything themselves. Most of the stories we got came from Hilbin Hall and McCool Hall. First, we explored Hilbin Hall.
I work here from 9 to 5, but apparently after 5 this place gets crazy. I've had students come and tell me that there is apparently a long-lost broadcast meteorologist from the past they believe to be a ghost that comes in here late at night, generally 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, sometimes even later, around midnight, 1 o'clock, and comes in here and delivers a forecast, turns the lights on, builds his own graphics. The problem is, every now and then he leaves the graphics behind. His forecast is always extra dark. It is a little spooky. There's always a chance of storms in his life.
Next, we explored McCool Hall.
I've never had an experience myself, but I've been told that there is a ghost in McCool Hall. Supposedly, this guy that roams around McCool Hall died in the Old Main fire, and he still roams around McCool, and he'll be seen going through the hallways and at night and different places, and it freaks students out sometimes. I had a friend that was up here real late working in the computer lab, and she said when she got done, she came out in the hallway, she saw this shadow figure down the hallway, and she had to look twice, and when she looked twice, it was gone. And she went down there to look around to see if someone was down there, but she couldn't find anyone, and no one answered when she called out.
So you see, some buildings on campus do have some mysterious things happening inside. So it's up to you if you believe or not, but don't be fooled by the skeptical.
It's more than just students and faculty who make up a university. There are many people from behind the scenes that make Mississippi State run smoothly. From resident advisors to administrative staff, the university would be in chaos without them. In this week's Inside the Life, we go inside the duties of one of those integral pieces of the MSU puzzle, a fraternity house mom. Have you ever wondered who keeps a house full of frat guys in line? You may find it hard to believe, but there's actually a person who makes a living doing just that. At the Kappa Sigma house, that person would be House Mother Jean Michael, or as she's known around the house as Mom.
I came here in 1994. I had traveled all over for 4 years in Asia. And when I came home, I didn't want to go back to teaching school. So I interviewed here and got the job.
Her job title describes her job to a T.
She fulfills the house motherly role. You know, I've on a couple occasions had her sew on a few buttons for me, and so she's just a great asset to the fraternity.
She makes us stand up when women walk into the room. She makes us mind our manners, and 25 push-ups for having your phone out. So, yeah, she'll get you.
But rather than being a disciplinarian, she's more of a confidant.
Moms have called me and asked me to keep an eye on boys that they are unhappy, or maybe there's been a death in the family. Several boys have talked with me about situations, but I just try to advise them like I would my own.
Mom's a really interesting person. Now, you know, a lot of the guys haven't gotten the chance to get to know her like I have, but she's without a doubt one of the most interesting people I've met.
She has some pretty awesome stories. Like, she's done it all, and she's been in every situation, and I could just sit there and listen to her talk all day.
One time I was going to the post office, and the policeman told me I was speeding. And I said, no, I didn't know it. And he said, I've seen you around a lot. What do you do? And I told him I was a fraternity mom. And he said, oh, I'm going to give you a reward, not a ticket. And he didn't give me a ticket.
Living and working in a house full of college guys is not a life everyone's cut out for, but Miss Michael knows just how important it is.
I'm here for a reason, to be a mom to the boys.
Is the destruction of most, if not all, college students. By the time we reach college, we are all experts at avoiding the inevitable. Avoiding homework to get more leisure time sounds like a good idea until the night before when we have to cram. You can avoid becoming a victim to procrastination by assessing the task at hand, scheduling times to work on it, and eliminating distractions.
Hey, don't put off your homework. Do it now.
Who would you leave behind? If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Hotline.
The rainforest is home to nearly 2/3 of animal species, and almost half the medicines that we use come from rainforests. But by 2060, nearly all of our rainforests will be gone. So how do we stop it? One way is to recycle. At home, at work, at school. Recycle paper, cans, bottles, and more. Also, save energy by using cold water in the washing machine. Keep your car tuned up and carpool or use public transportation. And finally, spread the word to everyone you know about ways you can save our rainforests.
Mississippi State University is known for many things, but for some students, its extensive history is not one of them. Over the past 130 years, MSU has evolved into a prestigious university. Did you know the grounds of Mississippi State comprise of roughly 42,000 acres, and the net investment in buildings and grounds is approximately $450 million? Earlier this week, I quizzed fellow MSU students on their knowledge of their own university.
Hey, I'm here on the drill field to see just how much Mississippi State students know about their own university. Let's take a look. I have a tough question for you. Do you know what year MSU was established?
I have no clue.
Take a wild guess.
1867.
I'm thinking it was 1876.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. 1878.
1970 something? Close. It's about 100 years before that. 1878. What happened to the first bully dog that we ever had?
Oh, man. Died of old age.
Old age.
Hit by a car.
Right. My butt. Right. Hit by a butt. Where the first bully was buried at?
On the drill field?
Right there in front of the Union?
That's a downer question.
I know.
I'm gonna guess under the chapel.
Do you know where the bricks from the Chapel of Memories came from, by chance? I think you learned this in orientation.
Something. I think there was like a fire or something.
That would be, was it Old Main that burned down?
Do you know how much a brick from the Maroon Mile might cost?
$1 million. $50?
50 cents.
50 cents?
Yeah.
You think they're that cheap?
$500.
Do you know who the president was before Dr. Mark Keenum?
I know his name is on the tip of my tongue. What is that guy's name?
No idea, no.
Can you name 4 of the 8 academic colleges at MSU?
Math, science, English, history.
College of Engineering, College of English. Would that be one of them? College of Arts and Sciences, College of History. I don't know. What is the biology?
Or the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Engineering, College of Veterinary Medicine, and College of Architecture.
Do you know if the Eternal Flame Monument that's located in front of Allen Hall ever gets turned off?
I've seen it off, but I don't. Really? Yeah, a long time ago it was off for like a week or something, but no, it's usually on.
Wow.
I don't think it does.
No, never.
You guys know who is portrayed in the statue on the drill field?
I do not know the man's name.
Stephen Lee.
Correct. So you knew that. So you get the bonus question. What was his role here at Mississippi State?
He was a general, wasn't he?
What was his role in the history of MSU?
He was the first president, wasn't he? Yeah. All right.
Good job. He's our winner.
Yeah.
As you can see, maybe we all have some brushing up to do on our MSU facts. Here at the drill field, I'm Brittany Simmons.
Doing some traveling over the holidays? You won't be the only one. Find out what exotic locales our men's basketball team will be visiting after the break.
I forgot about that paper. Yeah, it's Reese's class. Well, no, I'm not going to do it.
Some people think they don't have to obey the rules. But when it comes to the rules here at Mississippi State, you better take notice. Don't think you're above the law, or they'll find you. Nope. You could find yourself on the outside looking in.
Ring responsibly, MSU.
Good, she's finally out.
Be careful who you trust. For more information, go to www.womenshealth.gov.
Well, while the MSU campus winds down for the Christmas break, Rick Stansberry and the MSU men's basketball team will be going at it full throttle over the holidays. The Bulldogs will play 4 games in 4 days in Starkville from December 11th to the 14th. But after that, they will be everywhere but home. Starting December 18th, the Bulldogs will play Virginia Tech in the Battle of Atlantis in the Bahamas before leaving to play 3 games in Honolulu in the Diamond Head Classic. And to top the Bulldogs' road trip, they'll play St. Mary's in Las Vegas on December 29th. Renardo Sidney will not be joining the team until mid-December due to an NCAA suspension, and Dee Ballst is unavailable until January. These suspensions will make team depth a major question mark for the Bulldogs as they play 10 games in 14 days.
Well, it looks like they'll be spending a lot of time on the court this winter, but when you're in places like the Bahamas and Hawaii, it's work hard, play hard.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, Brittany. I'm sure they'll have lots of fun seeing some exotic locations over the break. Also, the football team will be traveling for their bowl game, so there's plenty of places to see if you're an MSU fan. Well, Brittany, we're out of time for today on Dawg Vision. We hope you have a wonderful holiday and hope you enjoyed the show.